I to do?
What to do? Very well. What's in here? Good idea, I think. Something over there.
You! Halt!
Her thoughts invade your own, hunting for recognition. Your parasite offers it readily.
True soul. A pleasure. What news from the field? General Ketheric's advisor went off on a field trip. Zaral's in charge till he gets back. Zarel's in the audience chamber, true soul. Go right ahead. Praise the Absolute.
I need a quick word.
Enjoy the view. This feels like it's straight. I'm afraid you missed the ship, Trousseau, but there'll be another along soon enough. We're already stacking the cargo. Baldur's Gate. The army marches overland, but we sent some friends ahead to smooth the way. Nothing of note, just supplies for the battle ahead. I've already checked it twice over.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
To the prisoners, I mean. Any one of them could be elevated to true soul. Except the Absolute.
Here goes nothing.
The General has descended from his chapel. Plant one foot in front of the other. Head forward. Back straight. Make them fear you.
Let me guess.
Your conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for disciple Balthazar's attention only. Your association with disciple Balthazar inspires respect and a touch of fear. You are free to speak to the prisoners.
It's Roland. He's probably holed up somewhere, planning to burst in.
We want to help. The gnomes couple cells down are up to something, and we're in.
I can't read bloody minds. Go on, before someone sees.
There must be a way out of here. Please. I don't want to end up on some necromancer's slab.
Get us out of here, before the necromancer comes back. Please. Hey.
You're in the grove, right? Please, have you seen Bex? Dark hair, golden eyes. Is she in another cell? Is she all right? She got away. Oh, thank the gods. Thank you. I was sure the curse. Look, tell her to go to Baldur's Gate. I'll meet her there.
You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you want with us, exactly? Huh. And why would you be so inclined? Barkus is out here? Didn't think he had the stones. Well, if he sent you, you're no slave to the Absolute. You're a damn wolf among sheep, aren't you? I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wilburn. We've got a plan, for us and the tieflings both. But we're scuppered without the right equipment. We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Even if it's not Iron Hand quality. Whatever you find, throw it through the bars. But for the love of Gerdel, make sure a guard doesn't see you. Or we're both done for. Your feet fly fast, my friend. Any luck with those tools? Good work. We're gonna wait until it's quiet, and then bust out the back wall. We'll grab the tieflings along the way. We'll need them if it comes to a fight. You, however, are the clincher. Once we move, keep the patrols busy. If the bastards spot us, all of bloody Moonrise will come down on us. We'll move once it's quiet. Until then, be ready.
Have you slept at all?
Have you?
Fair point.
Good work. We'll grab you, however, are the clincher. We'll move.
Bye forever, pal.
Boom!
No holding back.
One can't always be a gentleman.
Talk to me.
Still breathing, despite everything.
on the move.
Time to move.
I smell blood.
Finding my way. Victory is assured.
Can't give up. On the move.
Can't even catch my breath. Can't slow down.
This is your end. Healing. Let's cook with fire, baby.
The lance board is set. Nothing important is ever easy.
What should I do?
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Need to find a way forward. feet of foot. Let me recite their demise. Over here.
All right, Karlak. It's go time. I've got it.
No holding back. Making my move. Allow me to demonstrate.
Can't afford to let up.
Survival is all that matters. What path lies before me?
My injuries need tending. Take you.
Fuck yes.
Battle favors the fearless. Let's move. Let's have a look. Don't give in.
Don't touch me. With pleasure.
Can't give up now.
Anything of use?
Light on my feet. Let's see what this does. Have to keep going.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
A private word would be nice.
We must press forward. Let's deal with Ketheric, then find Voss in Baldur's Gate. I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland. Now, well, you've earned my respect and more still. You've proven your wits. You are efficient and dominant, in and out of battle. You've proven your courage. I swear you would tear the horns off one dragon to plunge into another. And you're hardly bland. Your scent alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end. Isn't it obvious? I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later, but I want it all the same. Do you? Yes. Perhaps one night soon, I will come to your bunk and take what is mine. Until that night comes, I shall keep enjoying your scent.
Copper for your thoughts? Like I got something back. Something I've wanted for a really long time. When I touched you, I felt like a real person. My heart was racing, but I didn't hurt you. I don't have to be afraid of myself anymore. I don't have to hold back. Not sure the world's ready for unleashed Karlach, but it's getting it anyway. Thanks to Dammon. Thanks to you. Thanks to fate. Touch! Touch everything! Touch everyone that'll let me. Shake hands, dance a waltz, maybe even kiss a face or two if I find a good candidate. The world's my funhouse. Me too, soldier. Gods, me too. For every knock we take, I feel like I get a little treat just to keep me going. Ugh, I don't want to think about that now. Misery always overstays its welcome, and joy leaves too soon. I'll cry later, but not now.
You know, I've been catching myself smiling more lately. I think that's your fault.
Let's see what this does.
I've attended my share of fancy balls and masquerades. A few elegant moves can turn all the right heads. Figured it was time to brush up on my skills. I wouldn't want to fail my new partner. I know a few people who might beg to differ, but the only one that matters is here with me now. May I have this dance? Don't worry. It's not really about the dance. It's about whose we're dancing with. Bravo! Bravo! No need to be modest. You were a delight to behold. Now, perhaps we might try a more intimate style. Oh. I mean, yes, of course. The sun only rests for so long. Thank you. For the dance, I mean. I won't forget it.
The dog wags his tail, a small bag clenched between his teeth. He gives in and surrenders his find to you. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
How's the barricade coming along?
It ain't pretty, but it can take a beating.
It'll need to.
The air stirs in trepidation. You have the ledger. To punish a murderer. If that is not enough, leave. I have no time for those lacking commitment. We have it. Her lies, her guilt. Madeline reported her friends to a dark justiciar, and fled when they were butchered. Well, she flees no more. I will be the conduit for Madeline's spirit. I will force her to face trial, and you will be the judge. Make her beg. Make her suffer. There is no justice for traitors, only pain. Witness.
You said I was gonna be punished. That you'd be the judge. But I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I said it didn't mean nothing. That Ben and Mark were just drunk and whining. The Dark Justicia promised she was gonna chat with him. She promised! The Dark Justicia said to report everything, big or small. She ain't the type you say no to. She gave him a dagger each and told him to press it against their stomachs on the count of 3, to start stabbing and not stop till she said so. She never said stop. I'd do anything to take it back. Anything. You're right. I'm a killer. A monster. I should have died instead.
Glorious. Look, my hand still shakes. You broke her most thoroughly. Well done. If you are satisfied, then so am I. You have done well. Her pain and anguish were sublime. I will treasure it. Here, for your services. Should I find another murderer in need of torment, I shall call upon you. Farewell.
Patrols report more activity among the cultists.
Hey,
Mum.
asshole! Preparing to march, I wager.
Oh, thank
Seems
the
that way.
gods. Did you enjoy relaxing here while I battled that wretched darkness? What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, we got captured by murderous lunatics!
I thought you were dead, you ass! Both of you!
We're all safe, Roland. That's what matters.
I thought my entire family was dead!
I'm sorry. We should have been here.
No, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have shouted. I'm sorry.
Thank you for saving me. And the 2 idiots.
Humble too? Imagine that.
He has no cause to be humble. He's brought us back together. A task I failed miserably at.
You went out of your way to help us. It's only right you get something in return. Here. I hope it helps.
Oh, I don't need anything else. Thanks. Barry. Was there something else? Oh, we hail from the same village in the Underdark. We're hung about in the same passel of children. Barkus tends to make more of it than it is. I am more than a part. I am its oil and gears. I am its purpose, its leader. We are inventors of the highest order, matched, perhaps, but never surpassed by the Gondians at the High House of Wonders. But our forebears were foolish, complicit with Saravok's madness over a century past. And so, we were banished. We still are to this day. The very one. It's the only mistake the Iron Hand gnomes ever made. And it cost us everything. I have fought tooth and nail to restore our reputation. Particularly against the Gondian detractors who live in glass houses. Our return to Baldur's Gate will usher in a new era for the Iron Hand gnomes. The realm deserves the benefit of our genius. Appreciate it. What is it, then? I have plans in Baldur's Gate. The work of many years' labor that will finally bear fruit. You should look for me once we're in the city. The name Wolverine Bongle will be mentioned among many, I've little doubt. That's Iron Hand gnome business.
You recall stories of the Iron Hand Gnomes, a talented group of inventors who were banished from Baldur's Gate.
Surely Barkus will take care of that. Appreciate it.
Ah, there you are. Everyone seems to be quite a flutter. Do you know why? You did? But that means... Wolverine! Wolverine! Where is he?
Iron Hand gnomes. Act like it.
Not now. Wolverine's back.
Ah! Wolverine! I heard you might be about. How the devil did you get stuck here, Barkus?
I'm not stuck. I came to find you, of course.
Why would you do a foolish thing like that? Really, Barkus?
Unfortunately for me, you're my friend. Rescuing you from mortal peril is my right.
But you didn't rescue me, did you? I rescued myself, with the aid of this... helper.
Ah, it's you. I should have guessed. Thank you very much for your help finding Wolverine.
You don't belong here, Barkus. As soon as the way is clear, pack up and head to Baldur's Gate.
But... Wolverine... The rune powder... We need to discuss what you're going to...
I said go home! say that again.
Let's not be uncivilized. Wulbren, perhaps we can talk more later, when you've had a moment to settle in.
Sure. Now, I've business to attend to. Good day to you both.
Well, there we have it. Wulbren is safe and sound. Thanks to you. I owe you a great deal. The brilliant retort, for starters. Here you are. I hope you like it. It's a new type of smoke powder. Powerful stuff. Made it myself. Now, I believe our business is well and truly concluded. One and the same. Nonsense. When you've known each other as long as we have, there aren't sides. Wulbren can be a little sharp, but so can I. You should know that better than anyone. Well, perhaps Wulbren is right. Perhaps I ought to return to Baldur's Gate. I'm glad you agree. Well, I'll just, stand over there, in case Wulbren needs anything.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul? General Ketherick's advisor went off on a field trip. Zarel's in charge till he gets back.
You'll find Zarel in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
Let's hope this Zarel likes what we have to say.
Praise the Absolute.
We stoop and struggle.
Not to diminish our efforts, but...
There is only the Absolute.
Barely alive by most standards. And still it bows to the Absolute.
I wouldn't have if not for the lantern bearer. To think the absolute grace is such a
We stoop and struggle.
It's true soul business, not for us.
Another true soul. The disciple will want to see you. Through the main doors.
Where do you hail from?
They wouldn't admit it.
The Absolute calls us all to her design. You're...
Well, Flo didn't tell a lie. She said you'd find me, and here you are.
Karlach, isn't it?
Now there's a name I'd hope never to hear again. What was Flo doing here?
Didn't think to quiz her about her business.
Florenta the Garotta. A Cambion I knew back in Avernus. She was the closest thing I had to a friend. That said, she would have choked the life out of me if I ever turned my back on her. The fact that she knows where I am, or where I might be going, doesn't exactly delight me. Nothing would surprise me. Maybe she wants to live up to her name and wrap a cord around my neck. Or maybe she just wants to say hello. I wouldn't have given her the time of day, but even I needed a laugh once in a while. What can I say? The bitch had good jokes.
Enough chatter. Your friend gave me 3 soul coins, said I could sell them if I wanted. But if I kept them for you, she'd consider it a favor owed.
Soul coins, huh? Those could come in handy. I'll explain later. Away from prying ears. But trust me, you'll be into it.
Sure. But she did have a condition. For every coin you take, you've got to hear the story of the soul trapped inside.
There you have it. Flo came all this way just to try to make me feel like shit. Clever use of her time. Memorized a bunch of sad stories on her behalf, did you?
Didn't need to. Your Flo did some devil woo-woo and stuck 'em in my head. Couldn't forget now if I wanted to. Do you want the coins or not? First coin's got the soul of a woman named Mavery. She was born to a cruel mother, and a violent father, and 3 evil brothers, all named Baldur. She never knew a day of love in all her life. When she was a girl of 15, she sold her soul to Tiamat in exchange for someone who would love her unconditionally. She got what she asked for. A fellow named Clint, destined to be her soulmate, struck by a cart and died a few moments after clapping eyes on our Mavery. Poor guy. The scud of her soul is yours now.
Thanks, I guess.
Sure you will. This one has got the soul of a man named Frakes. Lived in a village near Neverwinter. Hit hard by the worst hunger in 1,000 years. Frakes called out for help. Prayed for his children to have meat to eat. Zariel answered. Made old Frakes grow flesh upon flesh after flesh. His wee ones had all the meat they could stomach.
He should have known. Better to die 1,000 deaths than let Zariel into your life.
Whatever you need to tell yourself. Last one's got the soul of a little boy named Ungir. 8 years old. He liked playing in the sun with his friends. That's all I know.
That's all?
That's all. Oh, and this slip of scratch.
Well, thanks, Flo. Hearing a bunch of desperate horror has ruined my day, which I suppose was the point.
You got 3 soul coins out of the bargain, didn't you? I'd quit whinging if I were you. I did my part. That means our business is done. Unless you've got actual gold to hand. Better hope you can handle what I've got.
To think the absolute grace is...
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. My engine can, anyway. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target. Nah, it'll be fine. Sort of. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens. Fuck yes! Now I just need something to sink my teeth into.
Then the dreams came.
My brothers had the dreams too.
These are our allies. You just keep looking pretty. Your family will answer. Eventually.
Considering all that is at stake, considering how close we are to the conclusion of our efforts, I ask you again, why am I here?
Sometimes the only way out is through. I'm ready.
Let's finish this.
Let's spill some blood.
Want another?
I itch to draw my weapon and gut every last one of these cultists.
You're keen. Just don't get carried away. Some of those guts might be of use to us unspilled, at least for a while.
I know better than to indulge every craving, Shadowheart.
I will not be slandered! General, you saw my reports. You know it's not my fault.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
If I had been given drow warriors instead of goblin trash!
Oi! What?
You scrag!
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
Let me make sure I understand this. You're claiming that General Thorm gave you the wrong soldiers.
Yes. No!
You blame the Absolute's Chosen for your failure.
Of course it is not the General's fault.
Whose then?
Zarel's mind is a steel trap, but you cautiously ease your way in. You just need to shift her focus a little.
I'm being unkind. Anyone might have struggled with such imperfect tools. Goblins are prone to failure.
Yes, it's the goblins' fault. They failed you, General, not me.
General?
Take Minthara below. Someone will have to consider her fate.
No! Please! Mercy! Please!
Bye-bye, princess.
And the goblins, General.
You, true soul. You have seen what these creatures are capable of, and you have seen their inadequacies, isn't that so? What is your judgment?
You know I'm loyal! Tell him!
Enough! True soul, tell the General how the goblins served our cause.
Thank you! I'm glad someone noticed.
I'm sure they were very enthusiastic. But zeal without efficacy is for children, not servants. We are too close to the ending, and the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them, quickly.
What? No! You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again.
No! No!
Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! Oh, crap! You're gonna enjoy this, ain't ya?
In position.
Let's turn someone inside out. Don't linger.
This is my time.
Still on my feet.
Seems simple enough.
Minthara Bainray.
Breathe deep and move.
You were adored, Minthara. Brought up from the darkness and into the Absolute's light.
She cherished you, but it wasn't enough. You were distracted by your own desires.
Bloodlust, murder, chaos.
And most damning of all, an inability to follow orders.
I obeyed to the best of my ability!
And isn't that depressing?
You are nothing.
Minthara's mind connects with yours. Not strong as you remember it, but fractured, disintegrating.
Come to observe, true soul. She is a lesson. None can rise so high that they cannot fall again. We are erasing her. Willful, though. But you are right. Whatever is useful, we will leave intact.
None of you will break me!
Wrong!
What is this? Pity? Rebellion? Blasphemy? Stand down, or we will put you down! I think not. You're dead.
Let's go. Well, well. Look what we have here. Knees high.
On the victor's path.
Got to keep fighting.
Nothing important is ever easy.
I expected to be greeted as a hero. But the wretches imprisoned me. And tried to tear my mind apart. I didn't think anyone would come for me. Erasing my thoughts and my will. Even I could not have endured for much longer. Agreed. Make haste. I fear that insidious voice will return if I linger here. We must leave. Now. Lead the way.
How much farther can I go? Better not be cursed.
Minthara is supposed to be in a cell. You have some explaining to do. You avoided a fight this time, but bullying your way out of Moonrise is a risky proposition.
You really do have a way with words.
Not for the lantern bearer. To think the absolute. Oh!
I hope this is important. For your sake.
All right, what now? Never wanted the easy path. Have a lot on my mind. And, well, eat it. Moving in.
I last left Moonrise as a commander in the Absolute's army, obeying the voice of a god. I thought I had found a home and a purpose.
Now I leave as an exile. But you risked your life to rescue me. For that, I am grateful.
The artifact connects with her, pulling your minds together and showing her all that you have seen. The prism, your dream visitor, the protection that keeps you from obeying the Absolute and becoming a Lithid. She knows it all in a moment. Her mind reels, but is no longer clouded. She accepts the truth. She has no choice.
There is much we must discuss. Do you have a safe place to camp nearby? Goodbye for now. I will see you soon.
I should speak up.
It does not compare with the comforts of home, but your camp is almost palatial in comparison to my previous accommodation. Thank you for allowing me to come here, and for bringing me back to myself. Each memory that returns to me is more disturbing than the last. The things that I did in the name of the Absolute. The things that were done to me. They broke my mind. Strength will not save us from an enemy that can dominate our will. While our tadpoles live, and the cult have the means to control them, we will never be safe. We must eradicate them. Starting with General Thorm. I mean Ketheric. My deference to him is a habit that will die hard, I fear. All that live can die. I can help you plot Ketheric's demise, but I need something from you first. Swear that you will keep me close. Until the Absolute is dead, at least. The prism will protect me. You will fight alongside me and help me to get my vengeance. I knew you were different to other true souls when we met, but I could see nothing clearly. Now, thanks to the prism, the Absolute does not cloud my thoughts at all. I see that together, we can have our vengeance on those who infected us. Rest well, and keep your wits about you. Tomorrow, we go to war with the cult of the Absolute. General Thorm would have the world believe that his invulnerability is a gift from the Absolute. That is a lie, intended to impress those who flock to the cult's cause, and to strike fear in the minds of those who stand against the Absolute. I believe Thorm draws his power not from a divine source, but an arcane one. Moonrise is a den of necromancy, and the most powerful practitioner of the art is Thorm's closest advisor, Balthazar. He has chambers beside the generals, on the upper floor of the tower. I suspect we will find answers there. Now, rest. We will need our strength for what lies ahead. Excellent. Let us teach the cult to fear us.
It's risky to enter Moonrise with an unwelcome companion. You can pass as a true soul, but they cannot. Be sure to keep them close, so you can speak on their behalf if the cultists ask too many questions.
You wish to consult me? I took up my oath long ago, when I swore bloody vengeance against any who defied Loth. Now, I myself have sinned against the Spider Queen. Though my faith is shattered, my oath endures. I am sworn to destroy all those who serve the Absolute. It is not noble, it is necessary. If we do not destroy the cultists, they will destroy everything. We are all that stands between this world and annihilation. A mistake. I am your most valuable asset. When you realize your mistake, I will be ready to join you again.
My brothers had the dreams too. Same as me.
Cursed, I'll put my hands on everything. Might be useful.
Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above.
Araj O'Blodra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul, and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. Put plainly, I'd like your blood. A vial of true soul's blood, specifically. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. Research, naturally. A little experimentation, perhaps. I have an innate curiosity for all things sanguine. Just a little prick, and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your friend. He's a vampire, no? Or one of their spawn, at least.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you? Ah, it's like that. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry, you want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
I'm sorry, but could you excuse us a moment? Are you actually asking me to do this? Trading me for some potion? Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank. I can't say. It just smells wrong. Unnatural. Drinking it wouldn't kill me, but it would not be pleasant.
I don't have all day, true soul.
Fine. I'll do it. Darling, I've had a sudden change of heart. After all, who could resist such a delectable neck? Hold very, very still.
Incredible. Incredible.
Oh, hell. Oh.
Not to your taste.
Oh, you're fetid, full of corruption.
I feel exquisite, though. So here's my part of the bargain. I hope you find it as satisfying as I found this. It was everything I imagined, and then more. I'll be able to put this to good use.
I could go for a good meal.
Looking ahead. feet.
Neither seen nor heard. Easy.
No one's stopped me yet. With haste. Open up. For me.
What's that?
Smell blood.
Cry about it.
No holding back. No choice but to keep going. One can't always be a gentle.
I will ascend.
Can't slow down.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Wish I had a bag of holding.
Careful, I bite. Easy.
No time to rest. I'll give it a shot. I spy with my little eye. Nothing of note, really. to find a way forward. Always room for more.
Disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Tissue markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense of... No. Wait. The texts are enciphered, but I've solved the pattern. It's a story. About Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
Traitor. A dead one. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it. It is best.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles.
Keep a blade close.
But they were already imbued with Nethery's magic. So where did that magic come from?
Hardly a challenge.
No one back home will ever believe this.
This night song sounds like the source of Ketheric's immortality.
That name. Not the first thing you'd think to call an artifact of the Absolute.
If we can find it, perhaps we can use it to destroy Ketheric.
First, we have to find it. And I suspect he keeps it very, very well hidden.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
Carved into the bench's rotted surface are strange, half-faded sigils. A magic circle of some kind, thick with darkness and decay.
A ritual circle. And a complex one at that. I've seen such a construction before in the writings of the Weave Pasha Raven, though his vision was not so tainted. The sigils are written in a curious mix of tongues. Ancient Kalashite, Netherese, something else I can't quite make out. If I'm reading it correctly, it was used in the creation of moon lanterns. It's been mostly drained, but even now contains a powerful dose of shadow weave. The discarded pixie corpses might still contain enough essence. With one of the broken lantern casements... Yes, I think I'll be able to craft one more lantern. And with a slight modification of the casting gesture, I might be able to wield the shadows instead of repelling them. Though, Mistress' eyes may be upon me. And she'd forbid me dabbling with such magic. She'd want it destroyed. Wasted, arguably.
Forget what Mistra wants. Think about yourself, and what Lady Shah's power could do for you, Gale. Make the lantern. Spread her will.
And these things have stayed interesting.
The circle's power remains, to be used or destroyed. The circle's power remains, to be used or destroyed.
Quite ready for you.
The circle's power remains, to be used.
Still breathing, despite everything.
If Mistra were here, I don't think she'd be best pleased with me for doing that. She was always rather fond of pixies. Still, I'm sensing no signs of any divine retribution incoming. Not quite sure what to make of that. True enough. She'd certainly not want to jeopardize the completion of this little mission she and Elminster have concocted. It may not be the most savory kind of magic, but it will taste sweet enough if it brings us to the heart of the Absolute in one piece. We're up against the greatest threat Faerun has ever faced. I don't mind getting my hands dirty if it gives us a better chance of surviving. Whatever advantage I can gain for us, I will. And I refuse to feel guilty for it. No matter how much Mistress chidings might echo in my skull. Now come. Best keep moving. We have many more shadows to face before we reach the heart of the Absolute.
What's hiding here?
Direct me.
Very well. Yes.
Can't give up now. Very well. Something good here, I hope. Seems like a good moment to talk.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciple Zrel?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No. Better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. Tongues of psychic flame lap at the memory of the goblins dying by your hand.
I see you like to handle underlings physically. So do I. Plenty. But I hoped someone of your talents would be more ambitious. You came here to answer the Absolute's call. Let's see what you're made of.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
You took pity on one of Shah's sorry little followers? Or was it genuine affection? Let's take a closer look. With the Absolute, your fantasies can become more real than flesh. The pleasures of the mind can surpass those of the body. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. By serving General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home. Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters. The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.